Okay, so now we're on C. There's one movement in C that you're going to cycle through 3 times, and you've got 2 minutes of rest in between each set. So the tempo here is a lowering of the arms for 3 seconds. And again, there's not really any pauses anywhere else. And the goal here is to get at least 8 reps. So Kevin is set up face down on an inclined bench. This is most ideal, but maybe just on a bench at least, or raising your body up. He can be in a plank position like he is, or he could put his feet on the floor to support if he wants to. It's totally up to him. And he's going to have a neutral spine. So he's going to sort of make sure his chin is somewhat supported somewhere on that bench. And then he's going to have his arms out preparing for a Y position, so like the YMCA Y, thumbs are up. He's going to initiate the movement by pulling his shoulder blades down and back, great, and then he's going to lift both arms up together and then lower down, 1, 2, 3. What he's going to really make sure is that he doesn't lose that Y. And he's going to relax his shoulder blades in between reps, and then he's going to set up for a second rep, shoulder blades down and back. He's going to lift his arms straight up and then lower 3 seconds. So again, don't waste time on the pause at the top. Good, relax in between. Good, back in that Y, shoulder blades down and back. Raise your arms up and then slowly lower. So he's done 3 reps. You don't have to rest in between each rep like he's doing, but if you want to ensure that you're engaging your shoulder blades, it might be a good idea to rest at least every couple reps so you make sure you're not getting sloppy in what's happening with your shoulder blades. You can add weights to this. I would say you won't ever really need anything more than maybe a 5-pound dumbbell, which we don't even have here at Yarmouth, but you could use some of the little baby plates. Kevin, can you just lie back down one more second? I want to show what will often happen as we start to get tired. So go ahead and get set back up in your Y position. As he starts to get tired, he might, as he raises his arms, he might bend his elbows. He might sort of find like he can't keep the elbows straight. So he just would extend the elbows, and maybe that brings him down a little bit lower, and that's okay. The height is not really what we're looking for. So relax. And then the next mistake that might happen is he might turn his Y into a T. So go ahead and show us your arms kind of coming down by your sides. So he ends up good, and then raise up from there. So that's more using your middle traps, which are actually stronger than the lower traps that we're trying to use here. So those are some mistakes that might happen. Last mistake that might happen is he might start to use his his mid back to help him raise up. So go ahead and lift up into a Y, but he's lifting his whole back, and you'll notice you'll get kind of a cramp in your back if that happens. Yeah, good. All right. So that is that last movement. So he would go through that, he'd rest for 2 minutes, and then he'd do another set of 8 to 12. You can play around with adding a weight and doing less reps, or you can do more reps and no weight and just write down what you do. All right, good luck.